Okay, savagery of America, the great country of America, and her great richness and great institution, and her great towns and cities spread out like a blanket over the surface of the western hemisphere, with her tall buildings going upwards over 100 stories. The great architects, building, and engineer have become such experts at building to precision that makes their past history or 2 or 4 thousand years ago looks like child's play. Her land is shadowed with the rings of many planes which cover almost like a cloud. The great and wonderful works of scientists on the earth and air, and a great mighty fleet of floats on the high seas and on the surface and below the surface. Her great scientific mechanical communication systems. Yet all of this might of skills in engineering or building the country of America displays practice more savagery than any civilized country on earth. And all of her educational institutions are not enough to make a man so intelligent and proud of his education, of being an American citizen, that he will not practice the same savagery. There is no such thing as law and order. The law is disregarded, as though it was thrown in the jungle to be carried out by savage beasts. Murdering, killing, robbery, raping, and drug addiction are the only laws and order that is respected. It has become such a country that the civilized man of intelligence and decency is afraid to walk the streets of the vast towns and cities of America. He would be more secure in the jungle and around in the millions of wild beasts than to be walking the streets of these great cities in America at the night. Groups of robbers, murderers, killers, dope addicts are prone the streets at the night to exact the evil attention upon innocent. This is a mob of savages that the jealousy and decency women should not dare venture out among. If we see such women walking around, they are part of these savage people. They have become dangerous, even for the girl and woman to be standing alone in any unprotected place. Day or night, we see rapists lurking around bus stations. Robbery, also thieves are at such stations, which such condition existing in a so-called civilized country like America. This is the worst name that could be applied to her. Police, detective, and FBI are all here, but these daring savage acts are committed right before their eyes and ears. The dissatisfied. We are living in a time when the dissatisfaction is 100% throughout the world, of man and mankind. Therefore, we are living among the dissatisfied person daily and nightly. No one is satisfied, though they may be righteous. They are not satisfied because they are living amongst unrighteousness. So the whole entire world of the wicked and the righteous is upset due to the dissatisfaction. The dissatisfied are gaining every day more and more amongst the people when they hope to bring into the same condition that they are in. Today, nothing is made so clear to the chief makers of the dissatisfaction. The black people in America who are up from slavery are the targets of the white slave master children, which to keep them here, deprived of their starvation is possible. The white man holds out promises to the black man only to deceive the black man. The white man fascinate the black man and try to do that for the black man that the white man does not want to do. But nevertheless, he does these things in order to get his hold on a black one slave, go to the white man doom with him. The devil is the open enemy of the original black people of the earth. Temptation, the white man is trying to tempt the black man all over the earth to take part with the white man in filth and evil. Here in America, if you will bear me witness, sex talk is the topic conversation. 24 hours a day on the radio and television. The private broadcast to the people contains some of the most filthy talks and some of the most filthy action on the screen that we ever dreamed of hearing from a neighbor, even in private, not to think of in public. The black man in America is on the radio 24 hours a day. The white man loves to weigh the black people out in his filthy language of sex to see how many of our black people he can get to go to hell with the white man by betraying them with his sexual talk. The Holy Quran is 100% right. Read it and try and find something in there that is not true. If you think that you have found something, come to me and I'll show you in a world that is the truth. Black man, this is the end of the rule of the white man. Allah God came to kill them for mistreating the black one slave here in America. Allah God says in Isaiah, the Bible, that he will kill our enemies and call us by another name. Black brothers, this is going on right in your eyes, but you still think that the time is prolonged to the distant future and that you will not live to see it. But I say to you all in truth that you are living in it now. The scientists of America knows that America is on the way out. But since you, the black men, are the righteous, perhaps all of you will be saved. For you are bound to submit when you see what is coming. Allah God will take you and me and call us after his own name, as I have preached to you for years. So long as we go in the names of the white man, we are his people to serve him, to go to his doom with him. The white man is stripping you of decent clothes to wear. Many of you will come out into the public half nude. It is making you shameless. You are doing something that you did not know you will ever be able to do. But it's in you that you would like to obey the devil and not obey Allah, God. God of righteousness, truth, freedom, justice, and equality. It's so shameful for you to sit and let your voices be heard on the radio, the television, answering the filthy question that the white man is asking concerning your own personal self and the way that you think. And the way that you think. Be right back. The white man is only trying to choose you to go to hell with him. There will be a reading of them say, but the majority are going down. They are taking the fighting chance of it in a way of deceiving you to go along with them. That is the reason both books, the Bible and Holy Quran, teach us not to let the arch deceiver deceive us. But the devil is doing it night and day. Why do you think he have these 24-hour talk shows talking amongst you and with you? If it is not to get you to agree with them so that you will go along with them to their doom. Satani, they hate me and a Muslim who follow me, but the hatred does not make any difference with us, just as long as Allah God does not hate us. The hatred goes for nothing. For Allah God is not hating us, as it is written. He whom Allah befriends is not disgraced. Allah God has always backed up his people, who are the righteous, who believe in him from ancient time until this day. Fear not. Lift up your head in the pride of truth and love for you, black man, the God of the black man. The dissatisfied must be removed from the satisfied of Allah God and his people of righteousness. The law found black people in America have the greatest gift coming to them. Any people who live in the past. They will have a new growth put into them that will be chained in the trink of an eye, as it is written in the Bible and Holy Quran. His change would take place after Satan had been conquered, cast out of the earth. From amongst the black people, to whom the white man is no kin, to whom the white man is no kin. Confusion, confusion of people. Now, the rise of America, one slave, into the knowledge of self, and the spirit of Allah, and the person of Master Fala Muhammad, the Son of Man, the author of the resurrection of us, the mentally dead, is causing untold confusion amongst the head of states. The scriptures is being fulfilled in, wherein it prophesies that these days mean the end of the wicked world of Satan. Ruler are against rulers, kings against kings. In the days of the prophet, there was no head of government who was given the name president. Ruler was referred to as rulers and as kings of the people. The prediction of the prophet who wrote our future before we live is now coming to pass. The slave or foolish people, as they are referred to by Moses, are facing the slave master. Today, as these prophecies are now being fulfilled, we are not surprised that the truth God gave to us through the mouth of his prophets coming to pass, as it was prophesied. The master must give up his slave, and slave must give up his master, regardless of his desire to remain with his master. It is the purpose of God himself to separate the two so that he can give the slave justice and equal chance for survival, as the slave master had been exercising power over their slave. America is being torn to pieces politically as Pharaoh political party was in a day when Jehovah went after the freedom of Israel. Egypt was plagued with drought, great hail, storms, rain, fire, according to the Psalms, running side by side, fire and water. These pledges now are visiting America from Almighty Allah God. And people who have no knowledge of the book and scriptures can make great error in trying to continue with the old world of the black man's enslavement. There are many of our people, especially amongst yesterday leadership, who desire to lead the shackled slave into more secure shackles for the sake of the master, for the fear of the master, dislike of the leadership. This is found amongst the spiritual leaders more than amongst the political leaders of the black American, which make manifested that the spiritual leaderships fear not the God of truth, justice, but fear the enemy of God. God is the author of freedom, justice, and equality of man. We must have unity with the black nation of the earth, of which you and I are members, who are leaving in search of us, since now having the knowledge that we was bound in the chain of slavery and the western hemisphere of our earth. We cannot come forth making the steps of freedom towards a free people until the shackles have been cut to allow our steps to be made freely. It is written so plainly in the last book of the Bible that the fearful, unbelieving leaderships and the followers of the enemies, the beasts, and the scriptures does not try to hide, giving the slave master one of the worst names, as he is like a savage beast against the black man of America, and the world of the people of God shall go down with the beast in a lake of fire. Our unity with God have already appeared amongst us, and the person of Master Fala Muhammad, whom praise are due forever, will set us in heaven while we live on this earth, our natural home. America lost a friendship. The Bible, as thou hast done, so shall be done to you. America had done the worst work for deceiving other people and making false friendship with them. Now her turn has come. No one wants to trust her for friendship, for she had deceived many nations. Revelation chapter 12, the Bible prophesies of America under the worst name that could be given to a human being. Serpent, snake, Satan, devil, the arch deceiver of the people of the earth. Therefore, the black man is warned. Revelation 18, verse 4. Come out from my people, The scripture warns the black man to give up Babylon, which name meaning America. America has tormented the black man. Now the tormentors is after her. Divine tormentor says that we should not be partaking of divine torment coming against America. From Allah God came in the person of Master Fala Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. This means separation. We must separate ourselves from America so that we will be saved from the strokes of the Master who is God himself. Allah God is whooping America for all kind of disasters. Yes, I have been writing for many years that America must be punished for evil done to her black slave, who are so-called free slave now, to continue to suffer the same or worse punishment under the children of their white slave master than their white father opposed upon our black fathers under servitude, slavery. America has not only lost and is still losing friendships all over Asia and Africa, but she is now losing friendship right here with her next door neighbors, Central and South America. No matter the ill treatment and dislike which they received it, the President Fact Founding Committee made it seem as though they should have been on the other side of their steps have to be taken to protect their physical self in the country which is right next door to America. However, the scriptures must be fulfilled. They shall eat America bread and burn her body with fire. I quote from the Revelation 17:16. The 10 horns which you saw upon the beast, he shall hate the whore, shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. The horn here are referencing to Central and South America, America satellites. This means that American gifts and whatnot will be accepted, but this does not mean that America have brought their sincere friendship. They will take all their gifts which America offers, but still, this does not mean that America have their hearts. America is careful not to give any help to a black one slave for 400 years to do something for themselves. America wants to keep her black slave tied while she watches their movement. If we go to her, ask America for a territory so that we can live to ourselves, she'll turn a deaf ear to us. We help America for 400 years in every respect as though we was one half owners of the country. We have gotten nothing in return but beating, cheating, shooting down on the highways. If we think that there is a God of mercy and there is one, should we not think that he will sympathize with the poor black slave to receive justice from his master? The black slave helped to make America rich. Will Allah God be silent forever, being the God of righteousness and justice? Will he not take to himself the work of aiding the poor black people against the evil oppressors? America wants everyone to help her be mourn all of her setbacks. When she calls others to fall, break up the country of the people, and destroy independence and freedom, she laughed and pride herself as doing a great thing. She put her feet upon the colony's neck and destroyed the independence as a nation. All this now returned to America. The little nations are now awake. They are looked at for true friendships from America, but instead America deceived them. Again, I repeat, the Bible prophecy, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto you. There is no friends for America. Also, it is written in the Bible, in the days of your fall, none shall help you. Why? Because you, America, have been and are in need of destruction and fall of the people. So who shall help you in your days of your fall? This is what Allah God wants to bring home to America through his prophets. The Holy Quran refers to America in this kind of prophecy. When her doom comes, to become one disaster after another. As soon as she thinks she's getting over the sore made by a previous disaster, another one will attack her. America is undergoing all that is prophesied against her. It is nothing new. It is well known. We have been eating the bread of infliction, suffering the poison bites of our white slave masters, and have caused our actual death of our proper mental way of thinking. The natural brain of the black slave is poisoned. It cannot think for itself. So Allah God is asking us to separate from white America. But the mentally dead do not want to go from her, for they have not yet gotten the knowledge of the truth of our God Allah and His mercy for them. The black slave children are victimized by the white slave master because of the condition the white slave master brought our black slave fathers up in. They do not rarely hear the right answer to their problem, regardless to how I cry and their millers that are poisoned and mentally dead. Will America repent? This is a great question. America knows what evil doing against us, but to repent of it, I doubt it much. She feels that if she tries to make up with us for evil doing to us, she will be inviting her disgrace amongst the nations of the earth. Her determination is to try and to keep the so-called believing in the true God Allah and the true religion of Islam, which is our starvation. They're using many tricks now to deceive the so-called nigga. The foolish so-called nigga are falling for them. For friendship is not able to stand up for very long. Enemies just not able to put on for friendship for long. You should be able to know them and their tricks as long as they have been putting them all over on you. According to the Holy Quran, Surah 60, verse 1, friendly relation with enemy of Islam is forbidden. For you who believe, do not take my enemies and your enemies for friends. Will you offer them love? Why they denied what have come to you of the truth, driving out the apostle of yourself, because you believe in Allah, your Lord. And this kind of doing, the foolish so-called will be trapped. There are even some weak Muslims who ignore this one. Some even go as far as to marry the enemy of Islam. And they even hate me for teaching the truth of the enemy. But Allah is with me, and I have no right to worry about the doing of the people after knowledge. The enemy does not love neither you or me, as the next verse teaches. If they find you, they will be your enemies and will stretch forth towards you their hands and their tongue will evil, and desire that you may disbelieve. They will slay you with their hands and speak evil to you and of you with their tongue. You must remember that you do not like one who befriend your enemy. How much does God dislike you for making love with his enemy? Enemy does not have to be a real devil. He can be your father, mother, brother, husband, wife, or children. Many times they are your own household. Today is a great time of the separation of the righteous Muslims and the wicked right ways. The wicked are not by any means asleep to the knowledge of the truth. They are really on the job of truth. You must know the truth, whether you accept it or reject it. Ask yourself these questions. Number one, if Christianity is the religion of Jesus, why is that the wicked white race represented instead of the righteous or holy people of the east of Islam? Number two, why has not the holy city of Mecca allowed to be taught within her? Number three, why is not Jerusalem the capital of Christianity instead of Rome, Italy? Number four, if Christianity was the religion of Jesus and the right race of Jesus' beloved people, why did he preach the doom of the right race and the coming of a new world? This people will most certainly carry to their doom many of our people, because our people fear and love for them. Look out of your doors or windows. See this black woman sitting in a car close in the arms of your and her enemy. Enemy does not love her. He only wants to disgrace her and you and keep her from seeing the hereafter. You cannot have any such freedom with his woman, especially not in front of his doors. The love of them will get you to hell, trouble. America, no peace. America, and trying to hold her place as the greatest power amongst the nation of earth, is one of the most troubled countries on earth today. The world had never before seen the top rulers of the land leaving office to visit nation abroad. The purpose of these visits to foreign countries is to make peace with them after years of troubling them. America brought all of her trouble upon herself. She alone is to be charged with being the cause of the troubled world and people today. America loved meddling into other people's affairs. She just cannot stay out of other people's business, whether they be a 2 cent worth soapbox teacher or president and king of country. America action fits the description of the prophecy of the Bible. The beasts have eyes around and about. This refers to a mechanical listening devices, which America listen in on other people's private affairs, as well as to listen in on foreign governmental affairs. This also refers to a powerful telescopes. America goes aboard and make war against other people. Then she charged them with making war against her when she is the one who is guilty of war making. The Bible says Allah God will destroy those who delight themselves in making war. Whom to the bloody cities it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey depart not, the noise of a whoop, and the noise of the rattling of the wheel, and then of the prince of horse and of the jumping chariots. America answered this prophecy of the ruin of ancient never. Now never was full of lies and robbery, so is America. The prey depart not. The poor so-called nigger in America are depraved, and they refuse to depart from America regardless of the evil treatment they receive. Though the whoops and clubs of the enemies are heard night and day upon the heads and backs of the prey, so-called nigger, they still do not desire to depart from America. Ancient never, according to our history, was full of chariots that make much noise, and the prince of horses carrying the chariots at full speed, and the prophet described them as jumping chariots. So it is in America today. Her cities are filled with automobiles. The noise of them is heard every hour of the day riding past our doors. She is full of blood from murdering people. She also fulfilled another prophecy, whom to him that built a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. America was found and built with blood and established by iniquity. She killed the inhabitants, Indians, to establish herself as the independent people at the great loss of lives of the original owners. Her great progress had been made by the work of iniquity. She had robbed many people, and the blood of her slave, the so-called Negro, has stained earth here and elsewhere, stained by her hand. The lawless people killed their own leaders and assassinate the rulers. Anyone who opened his mouth for justice, for the poor prey, so-called Negro, is seized, persecuted, and in many cases slaved because he dare open his mouth for the oppressed against the oppressors. whom to America she had established a government with blood. The murderer seeks to kill the innocents all day long, regardless of the people's choice. A ruler, if chosen, he should be obeyed and given a chance to serve the people until that people dispose him for another. It is very evil, very shameful, and savage in these enlightened days of education and scientists for America to be charged with killing her rulers and great men of wisdom and scientists without due process of laws. There is no justice for us, the so-called and a government whose citizens are free to kill until satisfied and then turn upon their rulers and slay them. What chance have we under the rule of such people who live under the very shadow of death all day long? The assassination of President Abraham Lincoln by John W. Booth in Washington, D.C., April 14, 1865, who died April 15, 1865, was successful in freeing our parents from servitude slavery to weaken the slave master's strength against the federal governments. For this, he paid with his life. President James A. Garfield assassinated by Charles, July 2nd, 1881, in Washington, D.C., and died September 19, 1881. President William McKinley, shot September 6, 1901, in Buffalo, New York, by Leon, and died September 14, 1901. President John F. Kennedy, assassinated November 22nd, 1963, in Dallas, Texas, by the accused assassin Lee Harvey, and died minutes later. All four of these presidents was known to have spoken and acted sympathetically, coldly, towards the so-called Negro, and they paid with their life for doing so. There are others who have attempt made upon their life. Mr. Huey P. Young, a U.S. Senator of Louisiana, was shot on September 18, 1935, by Dr. Carr, and died September 19, 1935. Miss Long preached, shared the wealth, and for this he paid with his life. There is no justice for the poor, so-called in America, as long as they are subject under the American flag. A great attempt is now being made on the poor, lost, found, so-called receive them, the making false friendship, and to pass a civil rights bill and force themselves to accept the lost found, so-called into their social equality. This is the only trap for us. To accept it will make us enemies of God and our black people of Africa and Asia, who are our true friend. It will be totally ignorant on our part to be swept away to our doom by accepting these milestone promise of social equality temptation. Our ignorant masses cannot be trusted under the charm of temptation, unlike. But the end, you regret your actions. If America wants to offer us the better side of her, why not offer something, a permanent good, such as a portion of the country, a few states, for ever increasing population? Will a white man fool himself continually, making promises to us that he knows he can't fulfill? He have his own problems of unemployment, with the ever increasing unemployed of his own kind, fleeing from Asia and Africa, plus the loss of foreign trades. Can we hope for him to care for us and our children forever? No. We need a home on this earth that we can call and to go to work and produce our own needs. And this will provide us for unemployment for our unemployed. Let no man deceive you. We are face to face with a change of worlds, the fall and rise of nations. So we have the fall and rise of nations. The title of this chapter is taken from the 13th chapter of the Holy Quran, entitled The Thunder. We have past history that teach us of the fall and rise of many nations. However, in this day, after this destruction of the nation, there will be no rise of these destroying nations, because Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, will destroy those who cause evil to spread far and wide. He would destroy those who love to make war on others, as it is written in Psalm 68, verse 30. During the whole time of the mischief makers, the devil's 6,000 years on our planet, there had been one war after another. There had never been any peace amongst them. You cannot live with them in peace. Peace was never in the nature of the right race. The right race was made to destroy the peace from the earth, and they had just about destroyed the peace from the earth. The Bible, Isaiah, as it is written, we see the people know not the way of peace. Why should peace lovers want a world to live in when there is no peace? And peace can be established. The nation wants peace, but they cannot have peace until the power of the peace breakers have been broken. America is angry over the possible freedom of her black one slave to go for himself, to set up self-independency. America is angry and does not want this black slave to seek some of the nations to help him. There are other nations whose population runs into hundreds of millions of people. And these hundreds of millions of people, other nations, have sympathy for the black man in America. They hope to help this black man in America to be free and to go for self. While white America is working with all of her mights in order to prevent the nation from getting any aid to the black man in America. If other nation gives the black man in America any aid, white America wants to hinder us. The people who are that wicked against the black slave whom they had for 400 years. Allah God should not have any compassion on his destruction of them, nor should the nation of earth have compassion white America, because white America is wicked beyond your and my imagination. White America turns the world into evil, filth. You cannot go out into the streets accompanied by your decent families without you being made ashamed of the work of the white man. He had made it lawful for people to go nude if they want to do so. It is a dangerous world for a person who loves to live in peace, who desires to keep his own property as well as his life. It is a dangerous world. The rise of ancient Babylon with her persecution of the righteous amongst her, and with her hatred of the Jews and their religion. Babylon was brought to nothing. Is America better than ancient Babylon? No. The people of Noah committed the same evil and the same unsightly filth that is going on here in America today. But the evil and filth of the present day America is being committed on a larger scale than that committed in the days of Noah. The people of Noah was drowned and destroyed. So it was with the people of Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah. Wickedness and filth had become the order of the day. Those wicked people was removed from our planet Earth. Is America any better? No. America is worse than that of ancient people. White America see that we, the Islamic believers, the Muslims, want to do something for self and our black kind. But white America opposed us to a degree that she destroyed our cattle, our farms and instruments, and our machineries. White America wants to destroy our lives. White America is planning to destroy our life. But Allah God too is planning. And Allah God is the best of planners. The fall and rise of nations. The fall and rise of nations. The quickest way for America to hasten or fall, to try and to mistreat and to do evil to me and to my followers. The quickest way for America to receive her approaching hour. Doom is for America to always to try to find some way to block the success of Allah, God, and guiding me and those who are following me. America, as soon as white America learn that we are trying to purchase the whole some qualities, low prices, merchandise from Japan for the benefit of all my black people in America, America goes in to make it hard for me and my followers to purchase and to receive anything from outside of America at a lower price than we pay to America. This is evil on the parts of America. America will have to learn us. America will have to learn that we, the black people in America, are the brothers of the black people. the brown people, and the yellow people. We have many Muslims in these lands, and to try to interfere with the success of the Muslims in America, which is coming from Allah God Himself. Allah God will continue to confuse America, and she will have loss of her victory anywhere and amongst any people on earth, fall and rise of nations. She had become the habitation of devils. Revelation 18, verse 2. This America, the glory of the world and wealth, sport, and play, with her merchant ships patrolling the high seas, carrying her costly merchandises throughout the population of the nations of the earth. The Bible, Revelation 18, verse 19. Ships of America can be seen everywhere, in every part of the nation of earth. Her great navies to built to man the high seas. Her decks are mounted with great bursting rifle barrel guns. The decks of her ships are covered with planes, which to carry deadly bomb shells. Foreign other nations who dare now to reject her interests into the water. The writer John foresaw America threatening disobeying the nations, to disobey her orders to allow her interests. American Navy planes fly high in air with their deadly bombs held ready to drop on towns and cities of other nations who dare to attack her. The skies of America is showered with thousands of planes, but yet the grievous destruction awaits America. America sent planes flying out of her country to shoot herself out into space by means of the most modern rockets designed for space travel. At home, America's country is as a prophet foresaw and prophesied of. America is covered with planes. The army is standing ready to stop inside rebellions. The prophet foresaw all of this readiness and preparation for the war showdown. A military might says, whom to the land shadowed with rings. The Bible, Isaiah 18, verse 1. America take a look around the dead pieces of our earth, the moon. She wants to see if they can do her harm. America take a look at Venus and Mars to see if there are signs, any gods on this planet who are capable of warring with her. America boasts of her ability to kill the civilization of her 3 times over and have an army left to attack anywhere else that an army may rise against her. The kings who was the ruler of their day and time made great boasts. See, Pharaoh also made great mock of Allah Jehovah and his power to attack Pharaoh. In the Holy Quran, Pharaoh said to Moses concerning Allah, Lord of the world, Surah chapter 20, 49. Who is your Lord, O Moses? Pharaoh said to his slave, Moses, in his words, to say, you take another God besides me. Holy Quran, Surah 20, 71. So I, Pharaoh, shall cut off your hands and feet on opposite sides. Israel took another God, Allah, Jehovah, besides Pharaoh, and did not lose their hands and feet on opposite sides. The people cried about death and destruction playing the habit over America, but they never cried about the evil that they are committing, which is the cause of this destruction coming to our borders, being in flood, rain, ice, hail, and earthquakes, daily, nightly, somewhere on the surface of the land of America. The Bible refers to America by the name Babylon, and to teach us, Revelation 18, verse 2, Babylon the Great is fallen, become the habitation of devils, and hold every foul spirit, and a cage every unclean and hateful bird. This is true, for America have accepted immigrants are the most evil and lurid characters from Europe. America have filled her country with evil, and there is no good in the work of America. America hates the doers of good and seeks to destroy them. This is the cause of the fall of America. You can bear witness to the deadly storms and twisters that are striking America and the area where some of you live. Do you not see that Allah God is after you? For evil done to his people, black man. The rich, the wealthy, and powerful rulers of America from the mayors of the cities. The police commissioner up to the president works to oppose this black one slave return to his own. All this has to do, as the Bible, Psalms chapter 2, verse 4, teach us. He that sits in the heaven shall laugh, the Lord shall have them. Allowing God laugh at their struggles to bring to a nothing his aim and purpose of freedom, justice, and equality to his black people. Allow God have them heads of America in derision and confusion to the limits of theirs. Another place, the Bible teaches us that he allowed would turn them backwards. Isaiah 44:25. Evil and filth are the gods and worship of America. Never had a people on the face of the earth become so bold in the evil practice. Never before America have there been a nation on the face of the earth where scores of murder take place daily and nightly in one large metropolitan city of America. The death rate is terrific. Children kill children, males against males, females against females, destroying each other. See, the women have no shyness. The American designers and manufacturers dress the women up about 1/3 of a dress and turn her out partly nude before the public. We will not expect to witness this in a country that preaches Christ Jesus and have church dotted here and there throughout the land. You can hardly walk 2 or 3 blocks in the city without walking to a door of a church. The Christians profess to be the most truly righteous people in the country. All night long, their voices are heard on the air preaching Jesus Christ, the prophet who lived 2,000 years ago. He is dead, cannot hear the prayers of anyone, even his own. The Christian preachers try to fool you by telling you that if you pray to the prophet Jesus, that he will hear you. This is false. He cannot hear. If that was true, why cannot they get him to hear them when they call for peace anywhere? The doctrine is used to deceive the black man so that he would stay on his knees, praying to something from which he would never get an answer. You would never get an answer from a dead prophet. You have to pray to God. See, the white man only teaching you that if you pray to the prophets that he will hear you. This is false. Who did Jesus pray for? Now, let this make sense. Jesus prayed to God, to the one that could save him from death. Hebrew 5:7. Son though he was, he learned how to be obedient, even death on a cross. He was very submissive, even to a point of death. So he prayed to God in an hour. Father, save me in this hour. Take this cup of mine. Yet not my will, but your will be done. So you have to pray to only God. You see, even when Jesus came to Mary Magdalene, the woman that he cast out 7 demons, he says, I'm going ahead to Galilee and tell my brothers that I am extending to the Father. But he told Mary, worship our God, your God. Now, the doctrines is used to deceive the black man so that he would stay on his knees, praying to something from which he would never get an answer. You would never get an answer from a dead prophet. What kind of little girl can be respected from a mother who is walking around one half naked and displaying herself to the world, dressed in such a dress that no animal wear? There is more shyness and displays an animal than there is in the so-called Christian American, dressed in a mini dress. The black woman should be too proud of herself to disgrace herself in the same manner as her white slave mistress. The black man should be sent to prison for being such a fool as to allow his wife and daughter to go out and show their new self to the public. See, nudity originated from the white race. Now they want to say to the world, I'm the guide. The guide to what? Holy Quran says that they lead you to nothing but filth and evil. The Bible is referring to the people of America. When it is referring to the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, Allah God destroyed them. He saw that it was good to do so. The Bible, Genesis 19:13, as it was with Sodom and Gomorrah, so would be with America. The mystery Babylon the Great, according to the English interpretation, the word mystery means unknown, uncertain, obscure, concealed it, a secret, kept to oneself between you and me, locked up something that has not been or cannot be explained. And theologically, it is a supposed truth of fact, a great religious import, which is beyond human comprehension. In a time of the translations of the Bible into the English, some or all of the scholars was neither without spiritual understanding or downright crock, sought to hide that truth in a book that they thought would veil to the world the untrue self. The mystery of Babylon had not come into existence. In ancient time, Babylon under the kings was the great city of idol worship and evil. She was the queen of evil, rich and well fortified. But this mystery Babylon must refer to a future city or people. No city or people answer description better than the city and people of America. This mystery Babylon just cannot be the ancient Babylon, as we know her history. You must remember that I'm interested in bringing the truth to my people as clear as sunshine. So be not disturbed in seeing and hearing it the clear and simple way. My people are the blind, deaf, and dumb in the nation of the earth. I must be taught the truth by one who knows it. I am he who knows the truth. I have been missioned from the Lord of the world to tell the truth, whether it's to your liking or disliking.